I had a nagging doubt my daughter wasn't biologically mine, but my wife's chilling confession about who the real father is revealed a twisted family secret I can never unhear. Plus one update. I am new to Reddit, but I am currently in a tough place and need an outside perspective. My wife and I have a 2-year-old baby girl. We have been married for 3 years. They are my world, and honestly, I have been beating myself up for even having these thoughts. But recently, I have doubted if she is really my biological daughter. We have similarities, but there are certain things that have me second-guessing. My wife and I both have green eyes. I am mixed, and she is Italian and American. My baby, however, has brown eyes. I know it is possible for two green-eyed parents to have a brown-eyed baby, but I have read that it is rare. A few years back, I had to travel for work, and I had my suspicions of my wife cheating. But the thought alone brought me to tears. I discussed it with her, and she assured me she was loyal. She had cheated in her previous relationship, but I did not want to judge her based on that, because she was in high school at the time. We all do dumb things we regret as kids. I have discussed my concerns with her, and to say I caused an argument would be an understatement. She got extremely upset and asked me how I could insinuate that she would ever cheat on me or that my baby was not mine. I had spoken to her in the past about my doubts, and she told me she would never cheat. I brought it up again and said I had my doubts, but I would drop it and apologized. She got very defensive and started crying, saying, "I guess you want a paternity test since you do not believe me." I said no, but after speaking with my family about it, I think I may want one, just to clear my mind. If she is mine, I will hate myself for ever being doubtful. But if she is not, I still have not thought about the consequences that can bring. She is my daughter, and I love her no matter what, but what will that do to my marriage? This has caused me so much internal conflict, and I have spent nights crying, thinking I could be making the biggest mistake of my life. If anyone has any advice or has been in a similar situation, from my perspective or my wife's, it would be greatly appreciated. Update. I was not expecting to make this update, especially the day after. This conversation with my wife is not new, but from the point where I made the comment, she had been very cold and threatening our marriage, saying I had better not get the test done behind her back. She also said she would not allow it to happen at all. I read comments from a lot of women saying they would be angry either way if the test was positive or negative, from mistrust. So I thought that was the case. We did have a long conversation this morning because she looked through my phone last night and found the post. That is what sparked the conversation again. She said she was hurt I would keep bringing this up, and I should trust her and leave my insecurities behind. It was a long conversation. A lot of tears and words were said. I offered marriage counseling and dropped the topic of the DNA test. She refused and said it was ridiculous and did not want to involve anyone else in our marriage. I read a lot of comments and stories saying sometimes the guilt will get to people, and they will just confess without needing to do a test. I did not think that would happen in my case, but it did. She told me that she did not want this to happen, but she did cheat on me, and my daughter is not mine. She said she wanted me to be the father and loved me, and thought this would be her best option. She did not want me to take a test and find out on my own, which I wish she would have come clean about way before. I did not know how to respond, but asked who the father was, because my mind was already making a million assumptions. She did not tell me and began crying more, telling me not to hate her and not to end the marriage. I did not say anything again, waiting for an answer. This happened early this morning, and I did not get an answer until this afternoon. I had to leave for work this morning. So when I came back, she had calmed down a bit and was ready to tell me. Her answer was probably the last thing I was expecting. She cried while saying this, but said that a few years back, when I went on a business trip, she slept with my father, who she ran into on a drunk night. I do not believe it. My father passed away in December from colon cancer when he was 45. He did meet my daughter or my half-sister or his daughter. I do not know, but he never said anything clearly. She said they both decided it was a dumb mistake, which is a major understatement, and that it would be best to erase it and pretend I was the father. My father and I never had the best relationship. I grew up with my single mom, but he was present in my life, and when he passed, it hurt my family a lot. So, hearing this broke me. I am currently staying with my brother. I have not spoken about what I have learned with anyone, even him. I do not think I have fully processed this, so coming here to write this felt like a good place to get my thoughts out. I did not say anything after she told me that, and I just left after she finished explaining. I do not know where I even go from here. I do not want to abandon my child, while she is technically my half-sister, but I do need time to process this. I do not think any amount of marriage therapy will fix this, so divorce is my next step. I am going to seek a therapist for myself and help myself so I can be there for my daughter.